I don't know how much walking around we can do. We'll see. Tractor. Oh. Booger. So like cherry tomatoes, kale, maybe some strawberries out there.
I think I see strawberries.
Do you?
I think. I don't really know what strawberry plants look like. I just know what strawberries look like. That's definitely kale.
Got rosemary.
Eee.
Love me some rosemary.
See eggplants.
What are these? Big leafy greens. Ooh, maybe some radishes and parsley there.
No, I know what these are. Hold on. My mom's growing these.
More buckets. Lettuce. Got some like small, like leafy greens and maybe some chive or onion, garlic maybe back there. We're not allowed to go in, but we can kind of get a sense of, like, it's a fairly small operation, it seems like, but a lot of variety. Got some thyme right there, basil, dill. You can smell like the sulfur of the well water that they're using. Oh, okay, it is. There's the sign. We cannot go.
Okay.
But we can go inside because it's not just a restaurant. There's also like a shop, I think. This was not the first time I'd been to Buckingham Farms, but it's the first time in several years, so I was a bit surprised to see the inside had changed quite a bit. I was disappointed to find that they no longer had a wall where you could see the bees making their honey, but they did still have a plentiful honey display. Yeah, those are tomatoes. You can tell by the leaves.
Well, I don't know anything about tomatoes, apparently.
So like they stack their growing, I think, to make the most use of water and of space.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be doing pretty well for them.
Oh yeah. You've got a lot growing in a relatively small space.
Yeah. Lots and lots of variety too.
Mm-hmm.
And since they like have such a fairly small space, I'm sure it like cuts down on the amount of like actual like farm workers that they need.
Possibly, which might also be why they have just had everything fenced off, rather than like since they've got more people in, rather than hiring a bunch more people, because they don't need to have a bunch more people. They just close it off. Maybe they bring like individual small groups in.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Well, that seems to be about all we can see.
I can't imagine
that was a short trip.
I can't imagine what it's like to try, because since they've got all of the variety, like things are stacked on top of other things.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going out to like, okay, well, it's time. This time of year is when we harvest tomatoes, as opposed to all the tomatoes are in one place. It's like, well, I guess we got to go everywhere to find out where all the tomatoes are planted.
The big tomatoes seem to be all in one spot, and then the smaller, like cherry tomatoes, are generally like toward the top of the stacks.
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of... Is that dandelions?
Yeah, I think they're just growing there. They're weeds.
Yeah, but like there's a row of dandelions.
Oh, there are. There actually are.
I mean, you can eat dandelion greens.
Maybe they use them for something.
Fascinating. Anyway, yeah, like since it's such a small, fairly small operation. And then they probably don't need too many people. And the working conditions are probably like not as bad as they can get in some places, like out in Immokalee.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
We could probably look up what they're doing with dandelions when we get back.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
Lots of tomatoes just on the ground. Well,
Yeah, that happens. There's an intersection out in Naples where, like, right near my parents' house, the big trucks with tomatoes take that corner, and there's just always just a bunch of tomatoes because they don't cover it. They just load it up as high as they can get it, and then a lot of them fall out and just get wasted.
so local places like this are probably more, like, less wasteful because you can just buy directly from the farm.
Yeah, instead of having to ship it off somewhere.
Yeah. So you don't get situations like that.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I always see that and I always saw that because I don't live there anymore. Get annoyed.
Buy local.
Buy local. Don't waste tomatoes on the side of the road.
All right. Well, I think that was our trip.
Yeah.
We went about everywhere we could.
Yeah.
Small farm with not much public access to the actual produce, which makes sense because you don't have people just like picking tomatoes and eating them without paying for them.
Exactly.
But yeah, this is Buckingham Farms. Real cute. They have a restaurant. Come support.
They have a tortoise.
They have a tortoise. Come say hi to Booger. He's very cute. All right. Farewell.